So we've made a couple changes to the Senate this year. Last year, the parties were Alpha and Beta, Beta being the more liberal party, and there were about 40 party members in Beta. And it was a bit of a problem because Beta would just kind of block vote everything through the Senate. And really, it would be fine if there were really 40 liberal people in the Senate, but there weren't. There were maybe 30 liberal people in the Senate and 10 people who wanted to be on the majority party, which is completely understandable considering the majority party has much more voting power and the power to extend debate, and all that sort of stuff.
Well, hello, I'm Eric Rodicus, and I'm the youth governor, and 3 years ago when I was a ninth grader, or 4 years ago now, I was in the Senate, and it really developed me not only in youth and government as a person, and then 10th grade I was in the House, and 11th grade I was back in the Senate. And the Senate means a lot to me, but what I saw over my years is from 9th grade you had the two parties, and they were really competitive. These parties, they were fighting for the votes on issues that mattered to all Pennsylvanians. But as we moved into 10th grade year and then into my 11th grade year, what I saw is that people were just trying to get into the majority party because they could get their bill passed. I personally really didn't believe that this met up with a couple of the values of our program. So I ran last year for governor on one platform. One of my pieces of my platform was that we could change the Senate, bring it back to my 9th grade year and before, where there were two parties that really were competitive and really debated on great issues that face the state.
So what we did this year is we changed the names of the parties from Alpha and Beta to Upsilon and Omega, and we did that to move away from the stigma that Beta is the bigger party. We just wanted a complete refresh, and we tried to choose both cool-sounding and very different Greek letters. And then the other thing we did is there's actually two more things we did. The first thing we did after changing the names was instituting a party survey. So at pre-leg, all of the senators who were there took party surveys, and we divided them up depending on how they scored into the Upsilon. Upsilon is the left and statist party, and Omega is the right libertarian party. The final change we did was, after the parties were split up at pre-leg, there are going to be four parties. Or four groups. There's going to be an East Upsilon party, a West Upsilon party, an East Omega party, and a West Omega party. And each of those groups elect one representative, and that representative will be either party leader or party whip at model. All four representatives will attend officers' training day with everybody else who goes to officers' training day, where they'll learn how to do their jobs. Because last year, the majority and minority leaders and whips there was a little bit of confusion because they didn't quite know what they were doing, because you literally last year got elected and you were thrown right into it. So they were going to train them, and then the first caucus session, each party will elect who out of the two representatives is their main leader and who's the whip. And hopefully Senate debate runs a lot more smoothly, and we really have great hopes for this initiative in the program.
And going up on Thursday for officers training day is definitely a big bonus, because a lot of time is wasted when party leaders like the majority whip and the majority leader, or the minority whip and the minority leader, have to learn on the fly what they're doing instead of having no one to help them out. So I think the changes should definitely stay on for the next few years. I think it's a good system.
That the testing makes sense, but it's a little bit confusing for myself and some of the other people who are used to the previous ways of doing Senate.
It was very well organized, and it made everything more fair, so there wasn't anyone that was bigger.
Well, and with this political determination questionnaire, there was some controversy around it, because part of our political system in the United States is that you get to affiliate with the party of your choice. So when we presented this idea, there was definitely some pushback across the entire program about are we going to force kids into parties? And the answer is no. And so we kind of gave recommendations to the senators, like, well, according to your beliefs, like, this is the party it seems like you should be in. Do you agree? And we got such a great response. It's gone over great. I was a little worried at first, but we the result of this has been great, and I once again I look forward to seeing it in action.